Today, something big and serious is happening. The U.S. has just declared a national energy emergency, and the message is loud. Drill, baby, drill. But this isn't just about oil. Something dangerous is brewing far from home in a place called the South China Sea, and it could explode at any moment. Now imagine this. Under those calm blue waves lies not just coral and fish, but billions of dollars worth of oil and natural gas. It's like a treasure hidden under the sea, and both the US and China want it. But the real shock? The line where they're clashing runs right through the West Philippine Sea, a spot the Philippines says is theirs, but China boldly claims too. This isn't just about money or gas anymore. It's become a battle of power, pride, and control. The US is now pouring billions into the region, not just to explore oil, but to make a powerful point. We stand with the Philippines. And that's not all. These waters aren't empty. They're some of the busiest shipping routes in the entire world. Ships carrying food, goods, fuel, everything we need pass through here every single day. If something goes wrong, the whole world could feel it. Just think, one wrong move, one ship accident, one military mistake, and it could all fall apart. That's why this isn't just news. It's a ticking time bomb beneath the waves. What's happening now is more than just energy. It's about choosing sides, defending allies, and standing up to powerful rivals. The ocean may look calm, but underneath the storm is building. But here's where things get really complicated and dangerous. China claims almost the whole area, using a controversial 9-dash line as proof. In 2016, an international court said that China's claim had no legal basis at all. Did China back down? Not even close. Instead, they went further, building artificial islands, sending in their coast guard, and turning the whole region into a military base. They did all this, pretending it was about protecting their territory, but everyone saw through it. Meanwhile, the Philippines, right in the heart of this geopolitical storm, has been struggling. They've been unable to fully access their own wealth hidden beneath the sea oil, gas, all that potential, mainly because of the fear and intimidation from Beijing. The people there have never experienced anything like this. They never imagined it. China began attacking their boats, pushing them further away from their own territory. But this is more than a disagreement. This is about power, control, and fear. The Philippines is caught in the middle, stuck and vulnerable, as China pushes further into waters they call their own. This isn't just about borders. It's about survival and protecting what's theirs in the face of an aggressive giant. Things took a dark turn when China started puncturing our boats. It's shocking, right? But this is when the US steps in with a bold move in 2025. American energy companies have unveiled a huge plan worth billions of dollars, aiming to tap into the oil and gas fields deep in the Philippines' exclusive economic zone. Yes, you heard that right. US dollars in Philippine waters. Big companies like Chevron are making a huge comeback in Malampaya. ExxonMobil is focusing on new blocks just off the coast of Palawan. Even smaller energy companies are rushing in, partnering with Filipino firms to start production quickly. But here's the real twist. This isn't just about making money. It's about sending a message. By investing in Philippine energy, the US isn't just focusing on business. It's also planting a flag in the region. This is more than just economics, it's a strategic move. The US is making it clear that these waters aren't China's alone. So why is this move such a shock to the region? It's because it's not just about resources, it's about power. The US is quietly but firmly staking a claim in a hotspot that's become more dangerous and important by the day. The message is loud and clear. China doesn't get to control everything. Let's break this down into 3 powerful reasons. First, energy security. Right now, the Philippines depends on importing over 90% of its oil, but imagine if they could produce their own energy. That would be a game changer. It would be cheaper, more stable, and they wouldn't have to rely on unpredictable global markets. The idea of producing their own energy brings hope for a more secure future. Second, strategic resistance. By allowing US-backed companies to operate in its exclusive economic zone, the Philippines isn't just drilling for oil. It's gaining an extra layer of protection. It's one thing to threaten a local operation, but going up against a US-backed project? That's a whole new level of risk. This is about standing strong against pressure and showing that the Philippines won't back down. Third, regional signaling. Countries like Vietnam, Malaysia, and Indonesia are watching closely. If Manila can stand up to Beijing with the US's support, others might just follow their lead. This isn't just about oil, it's about building momentum and showing the world that resistance is possible. It's about confidence and pushing back against China's control. But here's the sad reality. Beijing is furious. China is already increasing patrols, sending Coast Guard ships to shadow Philippine supply missions and disrupt oil surveys. They've started accusing Washington of meddling and trying to militarize the sea, pretending it's all about energy cooperation. This situation is turning more dangerous by the day, and the stakes are rising fast. Chinese state media is calling everything happening a provocation, a way to stop China's rise. But here's the big question. Will Beijing risk a direct confrontation with US-linked operations? Or are we heading into something even worse, a cold economic war over the sea's hidden riches? The stakes are high, and no one really knows what's coming next. Under President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., the Philippines is standing firm. The days of playing it safe and being quiet are gone. This government is reviving old exploration projects that were put on hold, saying yes to foreign investments from countries they can trust, and using international law to fight back against China's moves. It's clear. For the Philippines, this isn't just about making money, it's about sovereignty and survival. They know that where energy flows, security follows. But here's the shocking part. The US isn't just investing, they're getting more involved militarily too. There are new military bases under the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, joint naval patrols, and more military exercises happening. This is no longer just about oil and gas, it's about showing that the Philippines has big support behind it, and that China can't just push them around. The tension is building, and the world is watching. The message is clear and loud. Any threat to these economic assets could lead to more than just strong words. There could be serious consequences. This isn't just a local problem anymore, it's a global issue. Japan, Australia, and India, all key US allies, are starting to get more involved. Countries in Southeast Asia are beginning to rethink their strategies, and the Philippines is becoming a symbol of resistance in the region. Chinese strategy of taking small pieces of land little by little is now facing real pushback. The fight for the West Philippine Sea has moved past maps and ownership claims. Now it's about energy, power, and shaping the future of the whole Indo-Pacific region. So what's next? We can expect more oil rigs, more military exercises, more diplomatic talks, and maybe, just maybe, more tension. This US investment is not just a small part of the story. It's a strong statement about what's at stake and where things are heading. The pressure is building, and the world is holding its breath, wondering what will happen next. The Philippines is no longer standing alone. It's not weak, it's not silent, it's finally rising, and guess what? Money, big economic power is now helping protect the country's freedom. But here's the part that might shock you. As long as there's oil and gas hidden under the West Philippine Sea, the political fight in this region is only going to get worse. Things won't calm down, they'll get louder, messier, and more dangerous. Just this month, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. made a bold move. He signed a new law to start building a strong natural gas industry in the country. Why? Because right now, the Philippines depends heavily on coal, oil, and gas from other countries. That means whenever global prices jump, Filipino families and businesses feel the pain in their homes, in their bills, and in their daily lives. It's not fair, it's risky, it's scary. So the goal is clear, but massive. Increase clean energy to 35% by 2030 and to over 50% by 2040. That's a huge shift, and it won't come cheap. In fact, it will cost around $500 billion between 2024 and 2050. Yes, $500 billion. But this isn't just about cutting pollution or going green. It's about taking back control. It's about not having to beg for fuel. It's about making sure no other country can turn off the lights in the Philippines. If this story got you feeling fired up or made you think about something new, do me a big favor, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and leave a comment below. What do you think? Will this US-Philippines energy partnership bring stability, or will it cause even more conflict? Either way, one thing is certain, the waters in the West Philippine Sea just got a lot more dangerous and unpredictable. Stay curious, stay alert, and keep an eye on the decisions that are